the most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real-world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Dirt Racing Network's live coverage of the Dirt Slingers Elite Invitational 410 Outlaw Series tonight from Lucas Oil Speedway. May have a small issue as we are finding out that the lights for this track not working and the noon setting did not take in the adjustment. And this session may have to restart. What we'll do is we'll probably talk to some drivers while we reset the session. We'll bring a new one up real quick and get everything squared away. But we're going to let you guys watch the action on the track right now. And watch the drivers go around for a minute while we talk to the admins and try to get this sorted out. So we're going to keep the music playing. Going to let things kind of roll along. And when we come back, we'll have a definite answer about what we are going to do with the session. So we'll be back in just a moment.
User was moved to your channel.
All right. I still have this kind of on because I got the desktop playing. But I can go and start another session right now, and then I'll cancel this one. But we got to go quick, and we're going to have to almost go straight to heats. So I'm going to set it like 15%. Yay, nay?
Set it at 0, and they can just start burning it in as they load in. As soon as I get in, we'll roll it.
Okay, well, that's where we're going to go. I'll go reset session.
Okay.
All right, Matt.
Make sure just set it for like morning or something like that. It's all good.
User left your channel.
All right, folks, we are going to switch servers real quick. We found out what the problem is, and we're going to make an adjustment. They're going to switch servers. Drivers are heading out. They're going to join the new server. We're going to We're going to leave things up. We're just going to jump over. The music will play, but the screen is going to go to our logo. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in about 2 minutes. Probably about 60 or so seconds out. All right, quick update, guys. We are in the server. We are getting things aligned the rest of the way up. Going to get the guys going. They're going to have just a couple of minutes here. I think while they do that, let us do our pre-race ceremonies and get ready for racing action. We'll be right back.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
And now, please welcome Pastor Sam Foley from Port Orange, Florida, to deliver tonight's invocation.
Father, we ask today that you protect and bless those who participate in this race. May they use good sportsmanship and respect for each other. And we'll thank you and praise you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, big thank you to the Foley boys. Drivers all already moving into the qualifying session. Watching Trevor Royer, multi-time DSRL champion in various disciplines, gets it up over the banking a little bit, gets it on the flat spot, so he's going to have to try again on his second lap. Right now, Brandon Voiles, 12.64 seconds, quick time. Currently, Ernie Williams got close. Mason Hannigan got close. Miles Jansen goes to the top, 12.59. Qualifying quick, and Trevor Royer having all kinds of problems with his. Let's go watch Troy Wagaman, a 19 car. He rolled out and onto the front stretch. We'll flip over to Kendall Tucker, see where Tucker's at for his. A lap time, Tucker to the top, 12.53, so new quick time. As Tucker takes it straight to the point, his second lap, slower, 12.67, but still good enough right now for quick time. Here's mirrors Nathan Davis, and Nathan Davis jumps to 14th quick. So just about everybody. John Helms, Cody Olsen, and JP Scheider are the only drivers having not taken time. 22 cars have checked in for the action tonight. Still showing Davis. Davis stopped on the backstretch there. They were just waiting for the session to end. I think that has happened. And we're going to get ready for the first of 3 heat races. Top 2 from each heat race will advance to the pole dash. Again, top 2 from each heat going to the pole dash. Redraw for the pole dash will have been drawn already. We'll find that out here in just a little bit. Right now, let's take a look at the starting lineup. For heat number 1, it's going to be the 00 of Kendall Tucker on pole. Mason Hannigan will start the 1 car on his outside. Jacob Schmutz, the 1J, on the inside of row number 2. Next to Dakota Kuhn in the 95. Larry Moody, the 73, on the inside of row 3 with Ryan Scheidt. Scheidt should be in the 10 car, and he'll be on the outside of that row. And then Troy Wagaman. We watched him in qualifying. He'll start shotgun position number 7 for heat number 1. As we get them ready to go. Laps are going to go really fast here, guys. I don't know why we did that. That was kind of silly, but all right. Just about ready to go green. The driver's on the 1 to go. Oh, we can't show that. It's going to be Tucker and Hannigan. Hannigan in the 22 car. I'm used to seeing him in the 1 car. He'll be in the 22 car tonight. Guys, don't be afraid to say hi in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from. Got a favorite driver? Shout him out. Otherwise, Dirt Slingers Racing League Elite Invitational 410 Outlaw Series is underway through 1 and 2. First time ever for the 410s. Dirt Slingers at Lucas Oil. They're out of turn 4. Tucker off the corner. He keeps the lead. Hannigan second. Schmutz third. Scheidt fourth. Moody, Wagaman, and Kuhn. Top 4 goes straight to the feature. Top 2 are going to go to the dash tonight. Tucker and Hannigan squirting away from these guys, and Jacob Schmutz, really known as a fender car driver back here in the 1. As they come down the backstretch, he is hanging on to 3rd pretty convincingly. He's rolling in a little bit here and there on Hannigan, showing some prowess in the 1J. Hannigan, long time DSRL racer, hanging off in 2nd. He's 0.4 of a second behind. Halfway home, heat number 1. Troy Wagaman is taking the 19 car already to the pits. Ryan Scheid is holding down that 4th and final direct transfer spot. Everybody's going to the feature tonight, as we just have enough to make a feature. But on a normal night, that 4th spot would be the bubble spot. Around the front stretch, down into 1 and 2 again. You can see them running the very bottom down there in 1 and 2. They're going to run the high side out here in 3 and 4. Come off the corner, down the front stretch again. Inside 2 to go. Hannigan, Schmutz, Scheit, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. It has been all Kendall Tucker, and he's going to get to the white flag first. So Tucker looks like he'll pick up the win. In the first heat, it's Kendall Tucker, Mason Hannigan, Jacob Schmutz, Ryan Scheit, Dakota Kuhn, Larry Moody, and Troy Wagaman in that order. As we get ready to go down track side for heat number 2. They'll line up like this. Going to be Miles Jansen, the 35 car on pole. Next to him, the 23 of Alex Rosinski. Then Rusty Kruger, the 10 car on the inside of row number 2. Next to Josh Steinke in the 80. The 36 of Nathan Davis. Wow, look at all the BDM guys right there. Black Diamond Motorsports in 4, 5, and 6. Nathan Davis will start that 36 car on the inside of that 3rd row next to his teammate in the 90, Trevor Royer. Royer, as I said before, multi-time series champion here at DSRL. And it's going to be John Helms starting in the 21 machine on the back row by himself. Still waiting for Trevor Royer to make the call. Should see the 90 car anytime now. Maybe not. They're going to roll him off without the 90. New time slot for these guys. Week 1, they were in the 9:30 time slot, and that just did not work out for them. So did a little horse trading. Got the guys at American Dirt Series to swap time slots. So they're going to be coming up right after this with their 360 wing cars. As we get the green flag, and heat number 2 is underway. Through 1 and 2. Jansen, Scherzinski, Steinke, then the 10 car of Kruger. There's Davis right behind. Helms right behind that. No Trevor Royer. Thought I saw his name flash in as a on-track driver. It is not the case. A glitch in the machine, I guess. Steinke still trying to hang on in that 3rd spot, but Kruger starting to put some pressure on him. It's Jansen out in front. And Jansen really run a pretty good line, keeping Scherzinski 3-4 car lengths behind him all the way around. Oh, forgot to turn that on too. So we're 6 to go. Going to be 5 to go. This time out of 3 and 4. Scherzinski going for the lead here. He's got it down the backstretch. They come out of 3 and 4. Can he hang on? No, Jansen. Too much momentum on the top side. Jansen's going to keep it out front at the halfway point. Still Jansen. Scherzinski. Steinke now putting some pressure on Scherzinski as Josh Steinke, also a multi-time DSRL sprint car champion, in heat number 2 here. Josh hanging on to 3rd. Rusty Kruger still 4th. Then it's Helms and Davis 5th and 6th. Everybody close. All these guys on the same straightaway right now as we're coming around to 2 to go. Very competitive heat race. Steinke now worked to the inside, had the spot at the line on Kruger. Can he keep it? Coming around to get the 1-to-go signal. Kruger goes way top shelf right there. Steinke loses a little momentum out of 4. Kruger goes right back around, but at the front, Jansen with a problem is going to cut through the infield. That's going to hand it to Straczynski. Kruger gets around him as well. So big shakeup on the last lap. Straczynski, Kruger, Steinke, Helms, Davis, and Jansen. As we're getting ready to roll into heat number 4, let's look at the lineup. It's going to be Brandon Voiles, a 22 car on pole next to the 21. Another 21. We got at least a dozen of those in this series. Michael Meek will start on the outside of that front row next to him. And then the current and reigning 360 DSRL Monday Night Thunder champion, the 91 car of Ernie Williams, starting inside row number 2 next to the 75 of Derek Layton. Derek Layton actually in the 32 car. And the 2 of Ryan Arbogast inside row 3 next to another 21. That's the B21 of Garrett Boyd. And then the 5 car of JP Scheider. Going to start 21 drivers checked in. Ready to rumble here. For the third and final heat, the top 2 from this heat will be the last 2 qualified into the pole dash. That pole dash will come up immediately following the heat race. Everybody locked into tonight's 40-lap A main. So ready to go green right here. Final 10-lap heat race of the evening. 6 laps for our pole dash here in just a moment. The green flag in the air. Voiles got a great stop as Brandon Voiles all over the throttle and out in front of Michael Meek. Williams going to settle into third, and then it is a battle behind that as Scheider. Scheider gets down there, gets into Arbogast. Caution for the first time. And we'll go down here. We'll try to get a close look at this. Kind of watched it happen on the screen. The 2 car going to get run down from behind, and on the inside, Scheider is there, but there's no chance that Arbogast knew he was there, went to turn it in the corner. Little contact. You see the 32 car of Layton involved in that as well. And so that'll relegate drivers to taking end of longest line penalties. And we'll drop back. And Scheider at the back. Arbogast back there with him because he was involved. Missing the front wing on that car. You can see the B21. Garrett Boyd, that car looking pretty sharp. New paint on that 21. And I like that color combination for him. You got Mike Layton flooring and tile on the car as well. So get them lined up. They'll restart them single file. You see Ernie Williams going by. There goes Derek Layton. Go back to the front and get ready to watch the restart. Still 6 laps to go. That can't be right because that was like the first or second lap.
Green, green, green.
Green flag in the air. It is 6 to go. Once again, Voiles with a great start. Meek second. Williams third. Layton fourth. They're trying to catch up from behind as Arbogast around on the top. No front wing, and that car handling that pretty good. Got a little squirrely on the exit of 4 right there, and that's going to let Scheider get by. Boyd's going to drop to the tail. Voiles really starting to get out in front of Meek and Williams here, and Williams is going to run Meek down. We'll see how much it takes to get around him. As the lap count looks like it is maybe hung up. We'll see this time by if it drops. It dropped to 6 before. Now it's at 6. See if it stays there. Oh, little tippy tap right there as old Whiskers got a little too close to the push bar on that 21 of Meek. Gave him a little tap. Both drivers able to continue, and once again Williams really railing on the top side, and he is running Meek down, coming off two. He may be alongside of him down the backstretch here. Had to settle in as the right rear was in the way, and now could be a 2-for-1 as Voiles has a problem in 3 and 4, and both Meek and Williams catch up. They're going to go through 3 and 4 this time, coming to 3 to go. Voiles still hanging on, but here comes Williams. New leader with 3 laps to go. Whiskers, Ernie Williams, he takes it up on the flat. He's going to give the spot back at least temporarily. As Williams off the top side, now with 2 to go, has the lead. Voiles still second, but here comes Scheider. Early incident in this one, went to the back and now takes over second place, so he's going to go to the pole dash if he can hang on, and he may have a shot to come win this. We're going to watch the leaders on the last lap. There goes Scheider, went in, slider, and Scheider is going to go from worst to first in a span of 8 laps, and he'll take Ernie Williams with him to tonight's pole dash. So a little bit of work to do. Got to tell the admins what's up. So we're going to let you guys watch this for a second while we tell them. All right, they're going to roll out the 6 pole dash drivers for 6 laps. How they finish here is how they will start in the feature. Yeah, guys, because I have time for that. I have to send the boys a picture, so give me a second, please, folks. I'm not trying to avoid talking to you, but they want a picture for whatever reason, and so I'm going to send them a picture of it. They'll get the guys started. They'll get them rolled out there. And they'll be ready to go. All right, so we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 coming out. They'll get them lined up 6 laps. Ready for them to go green right here. Pole dash. They're all in the feature. This is just for their final starting position in tonight's A-Main. So they go around 1 and 2. Williams hanging on. Here comes Kruger. Kruger trying to make a bid for the lead as Williams is hanging on. Scheider is third. Trzynski is fourth. The battle side by side for fifth and sixth is Hannigan and Tucker. 2 in the books, 4 to go. Kruger still hanging on to second, but Scheider, all kinds of pressure as they're allowing Williams to extend away about 0.2 of a second as we're halfway home. 3 down, 3 to go. Contact. Both drivers at the back. It is still Williams coming to 2 to go. Then Scheider, then Kruger. And now Hannigan making a bid. He takes third away. So we're coming around this time to get the white flag. White flag in hand. Still Williams out in front. Scheider trying to make a bid for it, but I don't think he's going to get there. He's going for it right here. Did he shut the door hard enough? Scheider takes it on the last lap. Williams second. Hannigan was third. Kruger fourth.
Did you get that, JP?
Trzynski was fifth, and Tucker comes in a distant sixth. All right, while the drivers take a second to work the track down, we are going to step aside for one commercial break. We'll be back in just a moment. All right, going to get right back to it. Drivers gridding out. We know our front 3 rows. We'll be able to give you that. So what we're going to do right now, we're going to jump down here. We're going to start in row number 4 where Jacob Schmutz and Josh Steinke will line up side by side. Behind them, row number 5, Brandon Voiles and Ryan Scheidt. Your 6th row is going to be John Helms and Michael Meek. Then it'll be Dakota Kuhn and Nathan Davis in row number 7. The 8th row, Derek Layton and Larry Moody. Row 9, Miles Jensen, Garrett Boyd. Your 10th row, Troy Wagaman and Trevor Royer. And the 11th and final row is going to be Ryan Arbogast. Will go back to the front. And they're going to line up like this. It's going to be J.P. Scheider on pole next to Ernie Williams. There's a couple of fast cats up there at the front to get this one started. And then Mason Hannigan and Rusty Kruger in the 2nd row, and Alex Straczynski and Kendall Tucker are going to make up that 3rd row. They'll get the green flag here momentarily. When they do, they will stay at pace speed. They'll rearrange the front 3 rows under that pace lap. And then our leader will get us started with 40 laps to go for a big A main tonight. Appreciate everybody tuning in, guys. I haven't seen a whole lot of chatter tonight. Make sure you say hi. If you're on the Facebook, go to the Dirt Racing Network's Facebook page. Like, share, follow. If you're over on YouTube, Twitch, or Trovo, make sure you hit that subscribe button. You know, every single time we go live. And do not forget, immediately following this one, we're going to have a second show. American Dirt Series 360 Sprint Cars. Going to be on Tempo. I think they're at Volusia tonight.
Green flag.
So green flag is in the air. Drivers at pace speed. They will rearrange this front row very, very quickly here. Only got one lap. And they will be ready to go green down here in 3 and 4. So we'll get them up here, get them ready to go. As they are ready to get us going. Scheider on the throttle, green flag in the air. Elite Invitational 410 Series, round number 2. Lucas Oil Speedway underway, and you can see 3 wide. For second place is Williams going to give up the spot. Hannigan and Kruger get by. Straczynski's going to go by. That's 4th. Williams back to 5th. Tucker up to 6th. And then Josh Steinke in behind that. Scheidt, Schmutz, and Meek making up the top 10. Drivers minding their P's and Q's early in this one. Long ways to go. You don't want to get knocked out on lap number 1. So a lot more give than take as we're going to go back to the front. Scheider up top. Hannigan down on the bottom. Ooh, little tippity tap there. We're going to watch as Williams gets it under control. He got a good break there from his teammate, Josh Steinke. Steinke gave him all the room in the world to get that 91 car straightened out. No whiskers. Not really having a whole lot of fun tonight, it don't seem like. So still Scheider and Hannigan separated by 1 second. Then Straczynski, Tucker, Kruger, Williams behind that. Schmutz up to 8th right now. Biggest mover thus far. You got a bunch of them, 2-3 spots here, so it's hard to pick. But J.P. Scheider, he's making this look pretty simple, actually. So he comes out at 2 and gets ready to head down the backstretch. They're getting around here in just over 13 seconds. And Scheider right up against the wall. Hannigan now has started to follow right in the tire track, see if there's something there. And you watch him going by. There goes Kendall Tucker. Tucker up to the 4th spot. Williams and Steinke now side by side battling. Couple of teammates. And Steinke takes the advantage, moves into 5th. Williams is back to 6th. Go up front as Scheider has now been reeled in. The Little Hurricane, Mason Hannigan, dragging him closer and closer, lap after lap, corner after corner. Both of them with problems out of turn 4. That opens the gap back to half a second. Alex Straczynski, 23 car, steadily reeling in that 22 of Hannigan. Taps him right there, loses momentum. That opens the door for Tucker. Now Straczynski around the top side of 3 and 4 takes the spot back. Great racing. Great racing right here for 3rd, 4th, and 5th. They stay side by side. So we get our first caution. Trevor Royer may be having a problem here as we'll go watch. Royer right behind Helms. That's John Helms, the 21H. Oh, yeah, Helms got really squirrely coming down off that berm going into 1 and 2, and that's just unavoidable contact right there. Nothing that could be done right there. So we get our first, we get our first caution 15 laps into this thing. So wait to see what race control does with that. We already know that Royer is going to be pretty far back. Helms maybe took it to the pits. Wagaman and Layton have all already taken their cars to the pits. So we'll go up here, and it is Scheider, Hannigan, Straczynski, Tucker, and Steinke, the top 5. Williams, Kruger, Voiles, Meek, and Scheidt rounding out your top 10. Still 18 cars on the track, all 18 on the lead lap. $14 laps into our 40-lap green flag feature. It's a good look at the Little Hurricane Mason Hannigan's 22 machine. Let's go see where Mears is at. Oh, Nathan Davis is back here a little ways. Looks like he's about 15th right now. As they've got him single file, looks like we're about to go green here and get this thing started. Still 27 laps remaining. Long way to go in this one. As they come out of turn 4, Scheider on the throttle. Good restart. Tucker goes to the bottom. Straczynski went up top, and he dropped the right rear over the banking onto the flat part up there in 1 and 2. He may get the spot back coming out of 3 and 4 at the line. It's still Tucker by a full car length. So Tucker on the podium currently. He runs 3rd right in front of Straczynski. Steinke still right there. And old Whiskers, Ernie Williams, still in the top 6 right now. But he's got company. Rusty Kruger now shows him the nose getting into 1 and 2. Kruger through the middle, loses momentum. Williams goes right back by. Voiles right in behind that as well. Oh, now contact. Yeah, that's contact. Let's go back and we'll take a look. See if we can get a little closer for this one. Watching the 10 and the 91 down in turns 3 and 4. Kruger went for the slider, and he didn't quite get there, but Williams got into that right rear corner. So we'll bring him back live. Looks like Scheider, Hannigan, Tucker, Straczynski, Steinke, then Voiles, Meek, Scheidt, Kuhn, and Jansen are our top 10. Ernie Williams has taken the 91 car off the track. So still 16 drivers remaining as Trevor Royer took the 90 car to the pits as well. Ready to go back to green again, it looks like, as they come out of 4. 23 laps remaining. Scheider once again. There goes Straczynski. Straczynski going straight to the penthouse, trying to work the top side. Wants that spot back from Tucker. He gets on now. Scheider finds the fence. New leader almost at the halfway point as Mason Hannigan takes over when Scheider makes a mistake down in 3 and 4. And Hannigan with a great run off the corner. He's going to hang on to the lead through 3 and 4. Leads the next lap. Going to be at halfway this time. Hannigan, Scheider, Tucker, and Straczynski kind of settled that out. Now it's, Tucker and Straczynski. Now it's Steinke and Straczynski trying to go at it for the 4th and 5th spots here. These top 5 have gotten a little bit of breathing room over the rest of the pack. As we go back and look, Dakota Kuhn here. Right in the middle of this, he's running 9th. Nathan Davis 11th and Garrett Boyd 12th. Schmutz 13th. Kruger trying to recover after the incident with Williams. Get himself back to the top 5, relegated back in 14th right now. Go back to the front. Scheider once again finds the fence, gives up 2nd to Kendall Tucker. Tucker's reeling in Hannigan. Put Scheider back to 3rd, and Steinke got around Straczynski. Make that your 4th place driver. Straczynski relegated to 5th. Here we go, battle for the lead. Through 1 and 2, and Tucker right against the inside of him. Tire barrier down there. They're 3 wide down the backstretch. Through 3 and 4, staying 2 wide. They'll be 3 wide coming off the corner as Scheider look to go for the lead. Tucker now around Hannigan. He's got the lead, heading into 3 and 4 side by side for 2nd and 3rd. That camera awfully quiet. Here comes Scheider with a big run off of 4. He's going to go for the lead back in 1 and 2. Going to be 14 to go this time. Tucker not giving it up that easy. Goes right to the bottom. They'll be 3 wide again coming out of 3 and 4. Scheider, good run. Goes back to the point. Now Hannigan starting to inch closer and closer to the fence. Steinke and Straczynski going back at it for 4th and 5th. Top 5 have given themselves about 2 seconds over 6th place Brandon Voiles. So it is a 5-car battle at the front. Laps clicking off quickly here. Scheider once again with the right rear bumping off the fence. Tucker pulls alongside. Hannigan trying to thread the needle, find the gap between cars and see if he can squirt through there and reclaim the lead. Steinke's closing in. Straczynski's closing back in on Steinke. That time Tucker leads with 11 to go. Great battle at the front. Now looks like they're going to start to get singled out a little bit. Watching Hannigan off the top side. He trails Scheider and Tucker. We're going to be down to 9 to go. Kendall Tucker off the bottom. Can he hang on to lead? Scheider found the fence at the exit of 4. Slowed him down enough. Gave Tucker a moment of breathing room. Looks like he's going to have that same gap getting into 3 and 4 that he had getting into 1 and 2. About 7 car lengths. That time Scheider got the right rear heated up. Really turned the car sideways. He's going to come to the bottom. Laps clicking down. Steinke now is dispatched with Straczynski. Straczynski starting to fall back. Top 4 on the screen. There's your 5th place car, the blue car at the back of Straczynski. Scheider losing ground. Car going away in the late going here, and Tucker is starting to streak away from this group. Up against the fence again. Going to lose a lot of ground and almost gave the spot to Hannigan. Hannigan really trying to follow what Tucker's doing down there on the bottom. See if he can come out here with a 2nd place finish tonight. His teammate right behind him, Josh Steinke's working the bottom as well. Down to 5 to go. They got the wave lap of that time by Tucker, Scheider, Hannigan, Steinke, Straczynski still the top 5. Ryan Scheidt now up to 6. Dakota Kuhn, Brandon Voiles, Michael Meek, and Miles Jansen rounding out that top 10 as we close this thing out. Scheider going back to the top, worked the bottom for a little bit, now going back up to the top shelf. Got the car a little sideways, had to back off, gives up the spot, and he's got a problem. Tucker down on the bottom, and we got a caution. We saw Scheider, something happened to the car. He stopped it on the front stretch. See if we can go back. We're going to watch. JP goes through 3 and 4. The car just really gets out of shape and then just kind of like something's broken. Drops it right there, and he just parks it in front of oncoming traffic. So we're going to have a 2-lap shootout. Green, a white, and a checker. With Tucker, Hannigan, Steinke. Then Trzynski and Scheit 4 and 5. Kuhn, Voiles, Meek, Jansen, and Davis the top 10. Kruger, Schmutz, Moody, Arbogast, and Boyd through the top 15. Been a good one. Only had 4 cautions for the entire evening, 3 in our feature. First trip to Lucas Oil Speedway for DSRL 410 series, and so far pretty racy little track. A lot of horsepower out there trying to get at it. And they will start single file for the green-white checker finish of this one. We'll see if Hannigan and Steinke, even Trzynski or Scheit have anything in the tank left for Kendall Tucker. Tucker turns the car down, gets us restarted. Green flag in the air. We'll get the white the next time around. Kendall Tucker through 3 and 4. Hannigan up on the top. Tucker's coming off the bottom. White flag in the air one more time around. Can Hannigan make the top side work and snatch victory on to the last lap? He goes top shelf, really drives it deep in the corner, out of turns 3 and 4. Oh, and he got off the fence and got into Tucker. Hannigan will be credited with the win. Tucker second and Steinke third. As Hannigan full on pulled a Chastain right there. So we'll see what we can. We're trying to get the drivers around. We're not going to probably get Tucker, but we're definitely going to get Steinke in here, I'm sure.
User was
Josh Steinke, you there? Hey, Josh, you got a copy, buddy?
Yes, I got you, Roger.
Well, a hard-earned third place tonight, man. First trip for DSRL's 410 Series to Lucas Oil. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I just stayed dedicated to the bottom and saw that Kendall was fast down there. A couple other guys were making it work every so often. They kind of wanted to venture off from that spot, and I just kept my head down. I'm like, nope, gonna just try and hit this bottom the best I can. Didn't hit it the greatest, but definitely held up for the whole race, and I was happy to run there, and I think it saved me on fuel. I think JP got a little burned on that, so walked home with third, and I'm happy with it.
Yeah, I think if you run the top side for all 40 laps, I don't think you can put enough fuel in the tank for these cars. But, a little conservation can go a long way. So pretty much everybody else making it. The track, it looks like it got pretty slick, but it still looked pretty racy. A lot of you guys stayed down to the bottom, just a little afraid of getting on the flat spot up on the top.
Yeah, it was a little bit of that, just knowing what the car was going to do since it is fixed, and just not knowing what to expect when it hits that, because it levels off and it could upset the car, and I just didn't feel like dealing with any of that. I had a good rhythm going down. Got the car pretty well under control and wasn't going to mess with it. I really just trying to keep a safe race and get a good finish, and that's all I'm shooting for nowadays, and I'm really happy with it.
Well, great run. Give us some shout-outs, some thank yous, and if you don't mind, keep your car on the track for a couple minutes for me.
I thank the guys at Black Diamond, you, Roger, from the league and the broadcast. I bet it's going to be fun to watch. Kendall and Mason for their podium finishes, and yeah, all the other Tim's Dirt Track Simulators, Max Round Wraps and Tents, and yeah, just all the fans and family for watching.
All right, man. Thanks for chatting, and good luck in your races later this evening.
Yep, have a good one, Roger.
Josh Steinke picking up third tonight. Let's grab Kendall Tucker. Kendall, you there, buddy?
Yeah.
Well, second place tonight on the last lap. I know admins are going to end up reviewing that deal, but you had a hell of a run, and you got a lot of pressure from a lot of drivers tonight. But tell us about your future real quick.
From my vantage point, pretty much had the race won, and somebody had to wall ride it to win it. So, to try to win it, I guess. I mean, I guess if that's the type of racing that's allowed in this league, to use exploits as if there's not enough already on here, to wall ride blatantly is, pretty sad. And then to not only wall ride, come all the way down across the track, all four, right into my racing line and destroying my race car. So that's about all I have to say.
Yeah, unfortunately, like I said, I'm pretty sure the admin team is going to be taking a good hard look at that one, and I'm sure there'll be something coming post-race on that deal. But, man, you had a heck of a run. It's the first time the 410s have been at Lucas Oil for DSRL. What are your thoughts about this track and this big car?
Yeah, it was a fun race. Just worked way up to the lead there, and, just was able to grab the win there pretty much.
All right, man, got some shout-outs, some thank yous before we let you get out of here?
Yeah, just everybody at Swindell Speed Lab and Slick Sim for everything.
All right, man, thanks for chatting with us, and good luck with the rest of your evening, bud.
Yep.
User disconnected from your
All right,
channel.
Kendall Tucker. Let's get Mason Hannigan in here. I think he's still there. There's Mason.
Yeah.
You there, buddy? Yeah. Interesting last lap there, man. On the track, you're going to get credited with the win here. You got no top wing left in that thing. Tell us what was going on there.
Yeah, I just got tight in the cushion, and it slowed me down when I hit the wall, and it bounced a wheelie, smashed it into the fence, and then I didn't really have any more control of it after that, and I didn't mean to take Kendall out doing it, but that's kind of what happens when you hit the fucking fence and it pulls a wheelie and you can't really control it anymore. But I had him cleared anyways, even if I didn't hit the fence. So I wall rode, but it actually slowed me down. So people are gonna hate and say I'm Ross Chastain, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. I mean, I was just wide open for the win. Nothing you can do about it.
Touche, young man, touche. Well, I asked everybody else to ask you the same thing. First time for the 410 series at DSRL to head to Lucas Oil Speedway. What do you think of the track and how it races with these big cars?
Yeah, race is pretty good. Multiple lines and multiple grooves, and I think it moved quite a few times there. Run the bottom 1 and 2, run the middle 1 and 2, top 1 and 2. They're late. I saw JP do it and pulled away from me, so I moved up and could run top of 3 and 4. You could run, middle of 3 and 4, bottom 3 and 4. Anything really. So it's probably definitely one of the better tracks, that's for sure. So yeah, got some DRT racing after this, and we'll go see how we can do there.
Yeah. Well, some shout outs, some thank yous before we let you head off to that thing. Man, a good run tonight. It looked like the top 5. You guys were really entertaining.
Yeah, for sure. All the boys at Blackman. Can't thank them boys enough, and had a pretty good run tonight. First, third, fourth, fifth, and Tim Sims, Fads Eyewear, Velocity Race Designs, UDTV, and good race to Kendall and Josh there. Didn't need to take Kendall out, but it's just what happened. I mean, I couldn't really control it after it smashed into the fence. So if I get post-race EOL, that's what it is.
All right, man. Thanks for chatting with us, and good luck for the rest of the evening.
Thank you.
Mason Hannigan got across the line first tonight. Going to be credited, at least on track with the win for now. We'll see what the admin team has to say about that. But let's take a look at the official results, or the unofficial results from the feature. Hannigan, Tucker, and Steinke, 1, 2, 3. Then Trzynski in 4th, Scheidt 5th, 6th, Takun, Voyle 7th, Meek was 8th, Jansen 9th, 10th, Nathan Davis. Rusty Kruger in 11th, Jacob Schmutz 12th, 13th. Larry Moody, Ryan Arbogast 14th, Garrett Boyd 15th, JP Scheider 16th after running out of gas somehow, 3 laps to go. Ernie Williams in 17th, Trevor Rohr 18th, 19th went to John Helms. 20th to Troy Wagaman, and Derek Layton 21st. Hard charger for the evening looks like it's going to be Josh Steinke. Nope, it's going to be Dakota Kuhn. Dakota Kuhn picked up 7 spots. And he will finish in the 6th position. So, good run tonight for the 410 Outlaws. Interesting little place here, Lucas Oil Speedway, the big cars, and it looked like it was pretty racy. You heard all the drivers kind of say the same thing. Fun one. We'll be back next week with this series. Different venue, but probably most of the same guys, and we'll see what happens there. Don't forget, here in just a little bit, American Dirt Series 360 Sprint Cars coming at us. I think they're at Volusia. I think that's what I read. Going to check it out. We're going to come back live with them in just a little bit. But until then, guys, we appreciate you tuning in. We know you can watch us anywhere you choose to watch it here. We greatly, greatly appreciate it. For Cody Olson, Patrick Coluccio, Zach Krieger.